Welcome to the Armstrong and Getty Show. I'm wearing a Lincecum jersey today and a Giants hat. Today's the day. I've been threatening this for the years. Today's the day I go to a sporting goods store. I'm going to buy the pants, and I'm going to wear the full uniform.
Stirrups?
Yes, the full pants. And I'm going to come in full uniform.
Hey, this is cool. Ladies and gents, we're joined by Steve Sax. Played his high school ball in West Sac in the 70s. Grew up a Dodgers fan, is that right? I'm sorry, grew up a Giants fan.
Right.
And then was drafted by the hated Dodgers.
Hated them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, granted, there was a few bucks involved, but how'd you feel about that at the
Well,
time?
you know what? When I was watching the game of the week when I was a youngster, I'd watch it with my brother. My brother played big league baseball with me, too, so it was great to have part of the family there with you on the road. It was nice. But when I was about 8 years old, I told my dad, I wouldn't play for the Dodgers if they offered me $1 million.
That's funny.
And then 10 years later, when they drafted me, it took $985,000 less for me to sign with them. So,
as it turns out,
you're a dishwasher and they give you $15,000, you're going to do it, So.
Yeah. By the way, that year, that was the year, or was it the next year? You won the Rookie of the Year. Mm-hmm. You know what it's like to run on the field, being the World Series champ?
Yeah.
A couple of times, is that right?
Yeah. I was lucky, man. I played on some good teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So lucky. Listen to him. This Giants team is unbelievable, aren't they? I mean, the way they're just done. And then they roar back every time. It's crazy.
It's a team that has an intangible that you can't measure. It's almost like having a ghost on your team. And the Tigers know this. They know that the Tigers probably have more talent. I mean, look at their lineup and the power they have on their team. They've got Justin Verlander on their team. But the Giants have this ghost on their team called momentum. Mm-hmm. You can't quantify it. You can't see it, but it's just everywhere. And that's what they got going right now. They're like the little guy in the fight that just slugged the big dude in the jaw, and there's a whole newfound respect for this team. And that's more powerful than talent. And the Giants, I thought we would find out very early if they could keep that momentum going, facing elimination 6 times in a row. Oof. I mean, and now they've done it again.
That was answered as soon as Pablo Sandoval came up to the plate. And here's my question. Can you be too fat to play baseball? Based on Pablo Sandoval and Prince Fielder, is it possible to be too fat and not just play, but be effective?
Babe Ruth, Sandoval?
Yeah.
Are we going to see more fat guys?
Is that the trend? Steroids is out. They're testing for that, but they don't test for gravy. Can you get as fat as you want?
Yeah, they might just have a triglycerides test now as they forget the steroids,
You're obviously incredibly fit. Does it amaze you that guys that are fat, like if you saw that guy walking down the street and you didn't know he was a pro sport, a major league sports star, you'd think that guy, I wouldn't want that guy on my softball team. He couldn't jog to first.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I saw this way back when I played. Bill Madlock was kind of a fat guy, and I remember in spring training where they give us the treadmill test, and the first 8 minutes you'd be walking, and then you go uphill, and he'd do 8:43, and he said, "Hey man, first base ain't uphill. I'm stopping right at 8 minutes." You know what I mean? I mean, that was it.
Yeah,
so
God, that's funny.
Maybe fat is in. Who knows?
Well, I think it's cool. I've always liked that about baseball. You can be all kinds of different body shapes and still play.
Yeah.
Steve Sax is sitting in with us, which is very cool. Steve, you look at a guy like Barry Zito who signed for all that money. Then he more or less washed out with the Giants. Well, he kind of did. But he stuck with it. What kind of a guy is he? What do you know about him?
He's a smart guy. Barry's a very intelligent guy. He's kind of a very analytical type of a guy, and so sometimes that can be your own worst enemy. When you get off to a rough start, you start microanalyzing things and whatnot, and that can be your own downfall. Sometimes when you have that type of intellect, you can be your own worst enemy instead of somebody out there that just goes out and lets her fly. And that's probably the most productive way of doing it. But he's a guy that's really resurrected his career in just a short amount of time. I mean, to be in the bullpen before, and now he's starting in the World Series, and it's kind of an odd twist where Lincecum was the guy, and now he's in the bullpen. So, but I think Zito really has got a newfound worth with his career because for a guy to be down like that, now to be starting the World Series, it's a big deal.
When you're a Major League Baseball player, you've been the best on your team for your entire life. You're like the best little leaguer, then you're the best guy in high school, then you're the best guy in college, and then so you've had crowds cheering forever, and then you play in all these crowds and all those games, everything like that. Then you get to the World Series. Are you still nervous, or is it just kind of like you've done this before, so it's not that big a deal?
Well, in the World Series, it is. All the nerves are before the game. I mean, after the first inning, I can remember playing, and after the first inning, it was like, this is just another game.
Do you hear the crowd? Are you aware of it?
Yeah, you always hear the crowd, but you figure, who cares what they think, because they want to be here. They want to be in my shoes, so I don't care what they think.
Oh, interesting.
So when you hear all the guys talk about we got the best fans in the world, and the manager mentions it, and blah, 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 is that pretty much just marketing?
Of course it is.
Or does it give you a little lift?
Well,
they say, now batting Steve Sax, and the crowd goes ape dung.
Yeah, it's cool. It's all good. It's all marketing. But, everybody loves their own fans, obviously, more than anything else. And you love to get booed on the road. I love to get booed on the road because that was a sign of respect. I didn't like to get booed when I came home, though. That was kind of the bad thing. But getting booed on the road is pretty cool.
So back to Timmy Lincecum for a minute. Crazy talent. What do you hear from the ball player, the ball player kind of pipeline, grapevine? Is he just having a rough stretch? Is he a guy who doesn't work hard? Has he been getting his ganj a little too strong that he's smoking lately?
No. If you see, and I'm not a big fan of checking out all the tapes about everything. I mean, sometimes it's just what it is. Sometimes it goes in cycles. Sometimes guys have great years. Some guys don't recover faster from a slump than other guys, but from what I've seen, it seems like he's hanging a lot of curveballs, and I think that's been his biggest problem. Is you can throw as hard as you want, you got a great equalizer with that split finger fastball, but if you're hanging curveballs, I mean, these guys are going to see it and they're going to hit it. And I, from what I've seen from before, that's been his biggest downfall is that he's hanging too many curveballs, but. No, the guy's got scary talent. I mean, he's about 5'7" and $150.
I know.
And he throws that hard. He's got incredible talent. I mean, I don't think his stock has gone down that much, even though, he's in the bullpen right now. The Giants know that this guy is a real superstar, and he will be for a long time to come.
I saw him up there last night hitting. He looked like a little kid.
Yeah.
He's tiny.
Yeah.
Put him next to Sandoval. Yeah. Sandoval has got to be 2.5 times his weight.
Yeah.
Doesn't he?
It almost looked like a bat swinging a bat.
I
mean, he's tiny.
Or what if Prince Fielder eats him? Then what are you going to do? How many years since you took a major league?
Several draft choices for that, I believe.
I saw a picture of Lasorda not too long ago, and I mean, it looked like he ate the third baseman. I mean, it's crazy.
How many years since you've taken a major league at bat? In a game?
Oh, it's been since 95, 94, 95, yeah.
So it's been that many years. And so when you turn on the World Series and you're watching it, is it like seeing an ex-girlfriend that dumped you? I mean, is it like, well, seriously, does it make you kind of sick that you're not still playing? Or are you able to just let it go and enjoy it? Or
No, when I retired, I was ready to go.
Oh, okay.
Someone tapped me on the shoulder. When your skills start to diminish, you're the first one that knows it. And if you have so much bravado where you don't realize it, then you're in trouble. I didn't want to play at a subpar level. If I couldn't play at the level I was playing at before, then I'm out. And that's what I decided to do. I didn't want to be, just a guy that hung around. So I knew when I was out, and I was ready to go.
Steve Sax, not only an all-star Major League Baseball player, a World Series champ, he's also dabbled in politics, business, etc. We have to talk again someday.
I'd love to. I'm a big fan of you guys. Thanks for having me on.
One more quick question. Should they have put one in Halliday's ear after he tried to take out Scooter Rowe?
Well, that play was a tough play. It was a fair play because, he didn't go too far out of the line. I've been hit a few times like that, and, as much as you want to put it in his ear, you got to see if it was fair or not. I think it was fair.
What are you, the Dalai Lama? Put one in his ear.
Thanks for coming in, and we appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, guys.
You're listening to the Armstrong and Getty Show.